President Santos and President Zedillo for giving...
I will not talk about current, let's say, policy issues in Mexico. About Mexico, I only have one topic now, and that is the destruction which has happened of Mexican democracy over 1 year only. Constitutionally, I claim strongly, Mexico is no longer a democracy. The legacy of López Obrador was to destroy the Mexican democracy, and his successor, President Sheinbaum, has advanced in the execution of that plan to make Mexico a non-democratic country. And that's the only thing I say about current issues.
Well, we are very concerned with...
Is that it is very unfortunate that we are seeing a regression into protectionism. Nobody has ever claimed that countries develop just because they have free trade. Free trade or more open markets can help in the development endeavor. But no economist, no serious person say, if you open markets, then you will achieve nirvana. That is not true. The
message to them in making a choice.
But, well, yes, I think that's a very important question.
Well, first of all, it's regrettable that what is happening because Colombia has been the strategic partner of the U.S. for many, many decades. And I think we were considered a very close and important ally of the U.S. And what has happened lately is regrettable from every point of view. The U.S. is our most important commercial partner. From the U.S. Comes the most important investment, and therefore we have a very dependent relationship with the U.S. So any circumstance that goes against this very good relation would be detrimental to the Colombian people. Well, I personally, a year ago, we are partners also in the war on drugs, or we were the best partners in the war on drugs. And the fact that we are now having this very profound difference between our presidents makes this partnership less effective. So who wins in the long run? Well, organized crime and the drug traffickers. Because if, for example, the major consumer of cocaine in the world is fighting with the major producer of cocaine in the world, the ones who win are the drug traffickers. So I hope that through diplomatic channels the situation can be resolved until we have our elections, and hopefully the next government will be able to fix the relationship with the United States, because it is not in the interest of the United States or of Colombia or of the region, the circumstances we are living now. Hopefully the two presidents will leave their tweets to one side and stop insulting each other, because that is not the way to administer a good diplomatic relationship between two countries.
And you...
General Assembly to change. Well, yes, I think that this is the ideal solution, a peaceful solution, a way out of the actual circumstances. I've been advocating, and I had the possibility of suggesting to President Trump in his first term a golden bridge for the Maduro regime, which is a way to have a peaceful transition. I think this is still possible, and hopefully something of that sort can be negotiated, because the worst of all scenarios is a military invasion or military intervention, because that will generate all kinds of violence that nobody knows how it will end. To play a role, and we are more than willing if we are asked to play that role.
But Mr. Maduro should recognize the results of last year's election, period. He hasn't produced evidence that he won the election. So he is in power illegitimately, but no foreign intervention. This is a matter to be addressed and solved by the Venezuelans, and Mr. Maduro should recognize what happened in the elections last time.
Thank you very much.